Hello everyone, welcome back to part 4 of this, Link to the Past. We just got done doing some stuff in the fairy well, and now it is time to head on back and grab a couple things that we kind of missed out on before. Oh, Onyx. My cat likes to do stuff. There is another cave, another fairy cave actually right here. This we can't get right now, but that is actually where Ice Cave is. This is the Pond of Happiness. Throw some rupees in. And surely, yeah, I'll throw a few. Let's throw 20. So what's kind of annoying about this one is you do this up to 100. I didn't mean to throw 5 in. You go up to 100, and you can actually get like that's where you get your bomb upgrades and your arrow upgrades, and then you throw it. You only do one at a time, mind you, but so we'll show that off one time. You will have big trouble. I'm just randomly does. I don't know if there's a button you have to press. I'm trying to press a few different buttons. It doesn't seem to work. So I'm up 6-5, so we need to do it 2 more times. And this is only for the first time. After you hit the 100 the first time, then you can go up a lot more and throw in, from my understanding. Actually, I've never done this before. I just found out about it. Because I don't typically go to the fairy fountains in Link to the Past. There we go. That'll be 100, and she comes back because she's a greedy bitch. So now it gives you the option. I want to carry more bombs because I like bombs more than arrows. It's the small happiness I can give you. And you can do it again and give her more, and it'll be quicker than it was this time. And that's how you get arrow and bomb upgrades. It's stupid. This we will come back to. That is a heart piece. We won't be able to get that until we go into the Dark World. But we have something over here. In Randomizer, I like fake flippering over here. It's technically out of logic, which just means that I'm getting something without using glitches or getting something that you're not really supposed to be getting because you don't have the proper equipment. And sometimes you get really good stuff, and you just have to keep in mind that you're not in logic. But here he just gives you a bottle, which is nice of him. That is your 3rd bottle you can grab. So yeah, all right. But now that we're out of the way, that guy can wreck you when you're in fake flippers because that arrow will hit you, and that's bad news for you. Okay, but now it is time to head up to Death Mountain and hit Tower of Hera. I think I've gotten all the checks that I can grab as of now. I don't know where the... Where is the nearest? Here it is, okay. But now it's time to head to Death Mountain. And honestly, I think right here what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to save and quit. And make my life a slightly bit easier and going over to Sanctuary. Because I think now I can... No, I cannot. I think I've got everything I can get. This is why I hesitate to say this is going to be a 100% playthrough, is because I'm not going to remember... There's like 206 spots you can grab items and stuff, and that doesn't include like shops and stuff. So I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna get every single check because I'm sure I'll forget a few. You can do this, by the way, if you have the gloves without the lamp. I don't know why you would do that, but it's something you can do. Actually, you can't make it here in the real game without the lamp, but... in the randomizer, you can do this without the lamp, and as long as you know where to go. Looking for the golden power. I don't want to steer you wrong. Sorry, old man. I've already gone too far. Is he trying to like hook us up with his granddaughter? Like the fuck, bro? Hey, welcome to Death Mountain. These guys are assholes. You hit them and they kind of they freeze up. And the cabbages there, they are also assholes. And he gives you something very, very important. You get the mirror! And who doesn't like the mirror? Mirror is very useful. In dungeons, you can go back to the beginning of the dungeon. And in Dark World, you can go to Light World. You can talk to him for a bit, and he'd be like, how's it going? And you're like, hey, how's it going? You also fill up your health. So you can't go over to the right because you need hookshot, but you can go over. What do I get? Can I get a hammer in here? I think you get hammer in here. I think you get hammer in here. Sounds about right. So now we'll pull the mirror out. So there's a heart piece there that we're about to get. But first, we have another thing to grab. Come down here. Let's grab something else. And don't be like me and forget. I so often forget I have boots. Or I just don't use them, and it's like, damn, why do I not use them? And there's another heart piece, so you get 2 heart pieces up here. Yes, I know. You can bomb jump that, but I don't know how. There is a fairy fountain over here, by the way. You need a fairy or 2. Otherwise, you're gonna be coming out here. But yeah, so yeah, that gap you can bomb jump. I don't really know how to bomb jump it, so I just don't. And I rarely ever actually go over there, but. Alright, so here we go. Here we go. Now, when you go into Dark World without the Moon Pearl, which is what you get in this dungeon now that I think about it, because Hammer is in Palace of Darkness, you are a bunny, and you can't do anything, basically. You can't run, you can't swing. That guy's an asshole. You can talk to them, it's a big, long conversation, and it's not really worth it. That portal will stay there until you create another one with the mirror, so for whatever reason you need to use it again, there it is. This is a tablet. Let's check it out. With the Master Sword, you will get the magic ether. So, we will need the ether. That gives you a medallion. We need the ether medallion, but we can't get it yet because we only have the fighter sword. But now we can head into the Tower of Hera. It is the Towerist. And now this is actually a good spot for the boomerang. Because you're going to use those crystal balls to obviously change the floors. You can also use it to grab some items. Yes, I know. Now we got our map. And now we got a small key. We have to head down here. This will give us the this will eventually give us the big key. My advice, put a bomb here and try and position yourself about. Oh, didn't do it. That was a bit unfortunate. You put a bomb there, and if you can place yourself perfectly when that hits that switch, you can basically have infinite invincibility frames. And, yeah, you wouldn't have to worry about getting hit by any of these, floating tiles. This trap room. Well, I screwed it up because, of course I did. What else is new? Fucking hell! Like, they just didn't give a shit! There's a reason why they're called mini TROLLDORMs. That was just incredibly unfortunate. That was just a bad run right there. I have no excuses for that. But the good news is I get to try this again. Positives, right? Positives. And this is what I was talking about. Oh well, I fucked it up. Don't move. I tried to turn myself, and yeah, that was it. But you kind of saw it there. It just it makes you invincible for well, however long you want to be in there for. Honestly, oops. One thing I didn't do in the fountain in one thing I could have done in the Zora fountain, which I might go back to maybe offline, because I'm not gonna do it online, is you can throw your fighter sword or your fire shield, this shield in there, and get the fire shield. And you don't necessarily need the fire shield right now. It's useful for against fire projectiles, but there we go. Got the big key. Now this is where by the way, this is the mirror. The great thing about the mirror, don't have to go back through that. Just do that. But yeah, it will throw in the fire shield into the Zora fountain will give you the fire shield, and that's incredibly useful. These guys are a bit of a pain. Thankfully, they don't respawn. That was embarrassing. But make sure, so whatever color the crystal ball is the color of the floor pegs that are up. So, or no, that ain't it. Is the color, whatever, I don't know. Maybe the color of the pegs that are down. Either way, it's not relevant, honestly. Just hit it, make sure it's in the right spot. It is relevant. I don't know why I said it's irrelevant, but... And we got that. I don't know what my cats are doing. What are you doing, Alex? Huh. Onyx. Don't be mean. I'll hit this to change the floors a little bit, because make sure you go on the top of this hole. You don't want to go on the bottom, because then you'll fall through even further, and that would be bad. But there is a moon pearl. And yeah, so now we can go into Death Mountain, and we stay as Link, and not a bunny rabbit. Positives. But now we are headed to the boss. And if you know anything about this game, you probably hate this asshole. It is Moldorm, aka TROLLDORM. What sucks about him is he can knock you off the edge, and that will reset the damn fight. He's already being trolly. You can kind of... He's already being a... That's why he's a troll. If you get hit in the middle hole, you drop 2 floors. Yay. That was unfortunate. So, good example why he's called TROLLDORM. That was a really kind of just... Unfortunately, it just was a really, really bad start where, you know, trying to get down into there. You need to hit his tail, by the way, to hurt him. My advice is to do what I'm doing here. and just try to stay away from him. Hit him when you can. Try not to fall off the edge. If you hit any part of his body, you saw what happened. You kind of go flying. If he hits you, you go flying. And if he gets in between the hole in the left area, don't follow him. That cat's hurt. See, I wouldn't go back there. You're just asking for trouble. You just gotta hope that he eventually comes out, and he will. I missed that. So right now he's living up to his name. Unfortunately, that resets the fight. That every hit you hit him doesn't matter now. It resets the fight completely. And hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray. But yeah, this is the fight. This is a lot of people's least favorite boss. Understandably so. Again, he could be, he could just be an absolute pain in the ass when he wants to be. Gives you some bad patterns, gives you some bad... he's giving me a bit of bad patterns, and then, if you don't play it right, it can be just... If you get a little over-aggressive, it can be bad. Now, when he's getting almost dead, he does this. That means you're basically one hit away. And you just gotta... by the way, keep your sword like this, because you won't fall off the edge like this for some reason, but... Oh, there we go. Good hit. Whew. And he is down for the count. Full heart piece. And we have our final pendant, which means we can get the Master Sword, but it also means that we can find the way in the Dark World by going to Agina, or Aghanim. Agina. What are these cats doing? Cats are being buttheads. Now we can go to the Lost World and get the Master Sword. And just like every other time, we can do that. Now you have a couple choices here. You can do the right thing, which is really save and quit. I know in speedruns, if you're not allowed to use save and quit, you have to go like a certain way back, but here I would just recommend just save and quit. There's no real reason to go back through Death Mountain. You can't go over to the right at all because you don't have the hammer, you can't, or hook shot, so you can't go to the right of Death Mountain. So now it is time just to go and grab the Master Sword. And I think that's what we'll do before we call it apart. We'll grab the Master Sword, and we'll call it a day. I don't know which way is better, if it's up this way or if it's to the... If it's up this way or going through the front side. Either way, this is the way I go. Hey, how you doing, guys? Okay, so now you gotta find your way through the Lost Woods, which is a little bit of a maze. Obviously, it's called Lost Woods for a reason. Fucking birds. But once you find it, it's gonna be pretty obvious because there's gonna be a bunch of random animals. And here it is. This is the... And that's what it says, if you want to pause it. Hit A! And now it's time to grab our Master Sword. Now we're cooking with gas. And Lost Woods has, and apparently you can contact you telepathically. Zunk! It is extraordinary that you won the Master Sword that makes evil retreat! Yes, it does. Yeah, so the first part of the game is done. Now you have a couple more things to do. So we have our Master Sword. And, I think we'll end this part on getting... So basically that's telling you go back to Sanctuary. This guy likes to steal shit from you. Don't let him. So that is your next goal. You need to go head back to Sanctuary, and then they'll tell you to go like Aghanim and stuff like that. And blah, blah, blah. But right now, before we end it... I went down the wrong way. Before we end it, we're gonna... There are some soldiers here. You have the Master Sword, so one spin will kill him, and maybe even one hit will kill the green guys. But before we do anything else and call it a part, we are gonna go to... Can I go to the back cave? I can't go here. Why the hell did I think I could go here? I don't know. But anyway, so that will do it for this part. Let's do part 4. In part 5, we'll head to the sanctuary, see what's going on, and then head to Aghanim's castle. Spoiler alert. Until then, deuces.